All right, what's going on Facebook Live? I'm on Facebook Live and Instagram Live right now. Both platforms, so if you're not showing up on either one, you have no fucking excuse. I do both. I just try to do Periscope. I need a better device, apparently. So I want to talk real quick. I have this amazing program to start 2017. It starts January 2nd. It is a 5-week group coaching program where I'm going to take you deep. We're going to go deep into the things that are holding you back. I'm going to teach you how to live an uncompromised and bulletproof life. What does that mean? Uncompromised life means that you're not compromising. You're not settling. You're not giving your power away. Bulletproof means that you are totally owning your shit, that what other people think of you, what other people's opinions are, what negativity and bullshit that other people bring in, it doesn't impact you. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't get to you. You're immune to that shit. So how would you love to live bulletproof? How would you love to live an uncompromised life where you're not worrying about shit, where you're not worrying about finances, we're not worrying about money, where you're not, giving into your protection paradigms, where you're not settling for things? How does that type of life sound to you? It's the ultimate. It's how you want to live. It's returning to your natural state. If you think about children, children live in this uncompromised state. They don't settle. They're not scared of things. They're not afraid of things. They're not worried about being judged. They just are who they are. They are loved. We have so much to learn from children. And this is like a return to that state. Where you don't give a fuck about what other people are doing. You don't give a fuck about what other people think. You're returning to that natural state that is, it's who we really are. So in a sense, this is an opportunity to take you home to yourself, back to who you really are. So 5 weeks, what do you get in those 5 weeks? So you're going to get group coaching calls weekly, and they're powerful. I'm going to go over different topics, different ways that I've gone from living a life that was totally compromised, where I was totally concerned about other people's opinions, where I'd given all my power away, where I had given my power away to a career that I didn't love, to poor relationships, to poor habits, to poor patterns, to poor mindsets, to limiting beliefs, limiting stories. I'd given all my power away to that. So I'm going to take you from how I have created the life that I have now, which, as any of you who know me, know is completely opposite of what I used to be. And I've returned to what is my natural state, this uncompromised. I don't give a fuck what people think. Fear is still there. The protection paradigms are still going to come up, but I move through them. I see them, I understand them, I recognize them, and I move through them. And it's uncompromised. I live life how I want to. Not how other people think I should, not how society tells us to, not within the restraints of what most people think about, not within the typical boundaries of how most people live their life. And I want more than anything for you guys to live that as well. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I do this, is because I am so passionate about being able to share the things that I've figured out and the way that I've reverse engineered or reverse hacked this. Yo, what's up, Big Rob? The way that I've reverse engineered this and I've hacked the way to create this in your life. So I want to share it with you. And I'm doing this for the price right now. If anybody registers before 11:59 Pacific time tonight, I am offering it for $599. And that may seem like a lot to you. That may seem like just a little bit. But I'm telling you that this is the least you have to invest to work with me. And people have asked, are you still going to be doing one-on-one coaching? Absolutely. I still have my packages. I still have my premier packages. I still do intensive. I still work with couples. I do all that. But I wanted to create a price point for people who maybe couldn't invest that much in themselves. You're not investing in me, you're investing in yourselves at this point, and make this doable for other people. Thanks, Anna. Appreciate it. Make this doable for people and make this more accessible. I want to impact lives. I want to serve. I want to get as many people to say yes to themselves as absolutely possible. I want to see you guys invest wholeheartedly in yourself, in the life that you desire and deserve. And maybe up until now you haven't known that you deserve this. Maybe there's those parts of you that don't feel like you're enough, and you don't think that you deserve to live an uncompromised life. You don't think that you deserve to live a life where you are completely on purpose and you love what you do. You wake up every day and there is just a fire and passion within you to love your life, to do what you have to do. You're not dreading having to go to work. You're not dreading a relationship or interactions with certain people. You're not dreading the things that you have to do. You are lit up and fired up about what you get to do. I wake up with gratitude every morning, and it didn't happen by accident. It wasn't always this way. It's about implementing these strategies and really understanding myself, doing the work in myself, and investing in myself. I've invested a lot of money in myself. A lot. I've invested a lot of time in myself because I know that I'm worth it. Shit, my undergrad and master's degrees were hundreds of thousands of dollars. But since then, since I've got on purpose in my life, I've invested in coaches, programs, mentors, and I understand it as an investment in me. So if that price of $5.99 seems like a lot to you, or if it doesn't, you're not sure if it's worth investing, are you worth it? Are you worth investing in yourself? Are you worth putting out $599? Over 5 weeks, that works out to about $17 a day. But again, an investment in yourself is something that pays dividends for your entire life. This can change your entire life. Your life can change in an instant if you will say yes to yourself. There have been just transformational moments in my life where I either said no or I said yes to myself. And every time that I've said yes to myself and I've invested in myself, the return is not only basically immediately, but it is huge. Enormous. Rob, I apologize for the profanity. Again, but this is who I am. This is what you get. And when you work with me, you get exactly this. You get all out, all in, the profanity, the realness, the authenticity. And people connect with it. I'm me, and I get to be me, and that's one of the coolest things about what I do is that I get to be me 100%, and that's what I want for you as well. And I want you to understand that you can get paid to be authentic and be yourself. You can get paid to do what you're passionate about. You can get paid to do what you love. I know I have coaches on here right now who can attest to that. I don't know if Evan's still on here, but he's a professional organizer. He is paid to organize. So you can get paid to do the things that you love, the things that light you up. And more than anything, when you identify your purpose and you live from your purpose, like your life gets exponentially better. And that's what this program is going to be all about, is all the things, all the strategies that you can implement. And again, simple shifts in mindset, simple shifts in patterns, simple shifts in beliefs are so powerful. You don't have to make these big, enormous changes in your life. You don't have to, move to the other side of the planet. You don't have to do all these crazy things in order to change your life. Simple shifts. If you think about like the trajectory of a plane, if you just shift the trajectory a degree or two, you're going to end up in a totally different place long term down the road. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. So making these small shifts to your mindset, these small shifts to your beliefs, clearing out limiting things, changing the way that you show up, adding accountability into your life, deciding to play a bigger game, not being concerned with what other people think, living your life. This is your life. This life was created for you, not for other people. You weren't meant to live it for your parents. You weren't meant to live it for your older brother or sister or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your grandparents. You're meant to live it for you. And your Creator endowed you with a distinct purpose to live. And if you felt anxiety in your life, if you felt depression, one of the greatest ways to combat that is to get on purpose. Get on purpose, learn to be present, learn to feel the feelings that you need to feel, be able to express your purpose. Talked about, I think yesterday or the day before, depression. A huge cause of that is unexpressed purpose. So if you connect to what you're passionate about, what you love, what is your purpose in life, you can heal. Not just cope, you can heal. And that is the goal of this program, is to set people on fire, to give you a life that is ultimate, is amazing. And I wouldn't shit you. I wouldn't tell you that I can help you create this if I couldn't. I'm telling you this because I've helped other people do it, and I've done it myself. And I know what it takes to do this. That's why I'm able to work with who I am. That's why I'm able to offer a program like this. And do it in a realm of a group coaching session to keep the cost down, but keep the impact super high. So what are you going to get? You're going to get weekly group coaching calls. So we're going to be talking about all these different things, a new topic each week, touching on these things to give you the information and understanding. You've done the best you can up until now with what you know. The problem is what you know has been limited, or it hasn't been the right stuff. But if you know better, you will do better, and I'm here to teach you better. And you absolutely do better. You will apply these things because once you understand them, there's no going back to the way things work. In addition to that, on these coaching calls, I'll do live interventions. So if something is bothering you, if something you're struggling with, or this brings up some stuff in you and you want to work through it, we'll do it right there on the call. And what's really cool about doing that in a group setting is there's other people who are going to benefit from going through that process as well. People always say, oh, am I taking too much time? I don't want to take other people's time. No, because people are going to be getting value from you working through your shit, from us working through it together. And it's going to click with them. It's going to make sense for them. And maybe they just didn't have the courage to, step up and say something at the time or make themselves vulnerable. So it's going to serve other people. And these interventions are powerful. I've been doing interventions for over a decade. And I promise you, I get results. I find shit that nobody else will find. I find shit that you didn't even know was there, or you knew was there and you didn't want to go into. And we help identify it, we understand it, we clear it. In order to change a belief, you have to understand what the belief is. And it's usually a limiting belief that we created at some point early in our life. And beyond that, you go in, you disempower that belief. You break it down. You call bullshit on it. And then you begin to replace it with new positive ones. And then you phase out what was once familiar, make that unfamiliar. And you phase out what is disempowering and you replace it with what is empowering. It changes everything. It changes everything. But that's a process you have to go through. Affirmations do not work simply on their own. You have to go in and do the deep work first. If you have a root canal, this isn't as painful as a root canal, but you can't just, put a filling on top of it. You have to go in, you have to go to the root, you have to clear it out. It's the same thing with beliefs. And honestly, it's less painful with beliefs. I shit you not. We're scared, we don't want to go there. It's uncomfortable for us to go to that point. But it's not that painful. It's not that difficult. Especially when you have somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing, guiding you through the process. So in addition to that, you get 24/7 access with me via message or email. Obviously, I sleep. Obviously, I go to the gym. I spend time with family. But I get back to people really quickly. Any of my clients can attest to that I respond very quickly. So you get constant support throughout this program. You're never feeling alone. You're never feeling like you're in this all by yourself. You get that. And in addition to that, we'll have a private Facebook group. Private Facebook group, meaning none other people can get it. It's just for the people who are in this program to be able to share, to be able to hold each other accountable, to be able to talk about their ahas or the things they're struggling, and get support. So you're always going to have, through this program, you get everything you need for massive transformation in a short period of time, which is expert guidance and coaching. You get a structure, and you get a system of support, and you're totally immersed in this throughout the process. 5 weeks to just fucking kickstart your 2017 and just absolutely change the trajectory of your life. So beyond that, I'm going to be offering some surprise incentives, some surprise bonuses. I won't tell you what they are, but I guarantee you, and I can tell you this now, that just the bonuses are worth the price of the registration. So this is, to me, it's a no-brainer. To me, it's a no-brainer. I've invested in programs like this with my mentors, and it was about this price point. It was not as extensive as this, and it was no-brainers for me because I wanted to invest in myself. So I want the same for you. So I want to talk about limitations and objections because I understand that it may be a yes for people, but you're going to have your limitations, your objections, your doubt, the things that are creeping up. They're going to keep you from stepping forward and taking the action that you need to take. So what things are going to keep you from stepping forward? Money. I don't have the money right now. or maybe there's a belief around money that you need to correct. So usually the